Randy, the episode's about to start.
Oh, sorry.
Are you into oddities? Like post-mortem photographs? Or used coffins?
Or even a real human skull.
But what if I told you that in this episode, we investigated a museum that harbors all these items, but it's legitimately haunted?
For this year's Spooky Month episode, we traveled to the OTHERSIDE Paranormal and Mortuary Science Museum in Lansing, Michigan.
This location recently opened up their doors to the public earlier this year, so we were lucky enough to be among the very few who have investigated this building thus far.
The most interesting items the museum possesses is one of a haunted doll that has been featured on the news, as well as a haunted portal mirror that has affected many that have visited.
So if you are squeamish or easily offended by death, you may want to turn back now.
But before we get into tonight's episode, make sure you subscribe to Tommy's channel and mine.
Slap that like button. Tickle that little notification bell so you can stay notified for future investigations. And if you see or hear anything that we didn't see, please be sure to leave a comment down below.
I see dead people. There's one now.
I'm Baron Johnny Ross. I am one of the owners of the OTHERSIDE Paranormal and Mortuary Science Museum and Voodoo's World of Oddities.
And I am Cindy Knight. I am also an owner of Voodoo's World of Oddities and the Paranormal Museum.
The building we're in right now goes back to the 1920s. It originated as a Hudson car dealership. And since that time, it's gone through different hands, different types of businesses. But one thing that's always been a common denominator of this building is its haunt factor. Every business that's been in here has reported different paranormal things that have gone on here.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the biggest, I think, mysteries to us when we first moved our shop from one side of the building to the other was when we were working and there was nobody in the building with us. I heard what I thought was the Baron calling me, trying to say something, and I wasn't hearing him, and I walked out and went to the direction I heard the voice. You asked me, where are you going? And he was in a completely opposite direction than where I heard the voices, and we heard them throughout the evening.
Yeah, they kept going on and on when we were inside of our shop over here. It sounded like they were right next door talking, and we're just like, you heard that, right? One of the other interesting things that we have here, right behind us, the museum, our most famous and popular item that we have in there is Sarabina. She started out as a prop that we had bought years ago. But she started turning into something quite magnificent. Very powerful, spirited doll. The guests that go in there all immediately clamor to her or move towards her, feel her, but she is an energy sucker, we call her. She loves energy. She pulls energy from people. She uses cat balls magnificently to communicate. Intelligent conversations with cat balls. The other thing that is quite remarkable, that we've been in the paranormal industry as skeptics for the past 30 years, but the mirror that's in there, incredible piece of paranormal item. But this particular mirror has affected no less than 70% of the people that have gone into the museum, giving them anything from nauseousness to energy loss to touching, pressure in the chest. You had a very strong experience with the mirror when we first got it, where it felt like somebody was crushing her chest, and I literally had to run the mirror out of the museum. It wasn't built yet, it was just starting it. We had to cover it, and she won't go near it to this day. So very strong piece of equipment.
Just so they know that background with, like you said, we are skeptics. I don't feel energies or, the paranormal type of activity from inanimate objects.
Right.
And this is the only item.
And that mirror actually came from an investigation in a town near here where the gentleman was being sexually assaulted in his bedroom, and he couldn't figure out why till the investigators and mediums came in, found, through evidence that this mirror was an issue. They took it out of there, but unfortunately the mirror cracked and broke apart. It was a large mirror, shattered into pieces, all except this one piece that we have in the museum. Some people won't even view it.
No.
They won't. They hear the story about it and they flat out won't look at it, won't want to see it. It's behind a curtain. So
Yeah, and
incredible piece.
some of the people that do view it need to go to our altar
Yeah.
after.
Again, that's coming from skeptics. It takes a lot for us to believe in certain evidence, so we got very strict criteria for things to be in the museum. There's lots of other items in there, everything from mortuary science, equipment from the last 100 years, lots of other haunted or spirited or at least paranormal dolls, human pieces and parts, so a little bit of everything in there.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we are here at one of the coolest places I've been to in a while. This is the OTHERSIDE Paranormal and Mortuary Science Museum here in Lansing, Michigan. And they got all sorts of crazy stuff in this location. As you can see, they got pig heads, they got deer heads, and they got Randy's Real Paranormal. So anyways, yeah, they got all kinds of stuff in here. They've got really cool, creepy, haunted dolls. One of them that actually made it on the news, and all sorts of stuff. So with that being said, we're going to start off tonight and see what we can get. So, as always, I'm Tommy Tombstone, and I'm trying to get in contact with any spirit here that would like to come forth and make themselves known. And we just want to get to know you. You don't have to be shy or afraid. We're just wanting you to speak to us tonight. Sorry, that was me.
Hi, I'm Randy Statler. I'm here to investigate your building that you are dwelling in now. If there are any spirits, entities, elementals of any sort, I'm more than willing to communicate. You can interact with me in any way.
I'm John. I'm the cameraman. It would be nice to see some ghosts tonight.
You want to fix that?
Is that a ghost? Is that a ghost?
No, John. So, right before we started filming, of course, I have a mailroom over there. Over here, this is actually pretty interesting. Randy, do you want to explain what this is?
All right, so this altar here has been placed here with multiple people who have passed. Some of them being recent and some of them being, years down the road. But this is an altar for anyone that wants to come and pay their respects to any of these people that have passed. So this is a very, very special altar. And
It's actually a traditional New Orleans voodoo altar, actually.
that too.
When we first walked in here, I felt an incredible tightness on my chest. It was really hard to breathe. Very, very strong presence and energy when I walked right up to it. Anyways, what I was saying, though, was just a moment ago before we started recording, the REM pod, or Mel REM over here, went off into red just randomly.
Yeah.
And then it touched it again. Once again, if there's anyone who would like to come out and talk to us or interact with us, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, we've set out these devices for you to communicate with us with. If you'd like to touch any of them at any point to let us know that you're here, that would be great. We will not hurt you. We're very nice people and very respectful. We haven't come here to make you leave or to upset you in any way. We just want to make contact with you. Can you give us a knock or a clap?
The hell was that?
The ceiling popped over there.
That was weird timing.
That was like right after I asked. If that was you, thank you so much. Can you do it again for me, possibly?
What the?
Over there.
Where was that coming from?
That's clear on the other side of the building over there.
Wow.
Thank you so
That-
much if that's you.
First time it's like okay, and then the second time like what?
Well, if I ask a second time and it happens a second time.
Third time's a charm.
Yeah. If that was you, can you give us another little tap like that, pretty please?
When in doubt, pull it out. I'm gonna set this. I'm gonna set this in the corner over here. So once again, when I do my recordings, I like to set it somewhere where it's stable. You know, it's not moving around. So we just heard someone or something possibly knock back. Can you tell us who that is? Is there anyone that would like to speak with us tonight? You can just say whatever you want into that little silver recorder that I just set down. You can maybe start off with something simple as to like counting how many of us are standing in the shop right now.
Do you get excited when people come here?
You know, stop moving around. So we just heard someone or something possibly knock back. Is there anyone that would like to speak with us tonight? You can just say whatever you want into that little silver recorder that I just set down.
What's that?
Something right there.
Yeah.
It's gonna sound like hay,
Is
maybe.
there anyone that would like to speak with us tonight? You can just say whatever you want into that little silver recorder that I just set
Hi.
down.
Is that what it says? Hi.
Yeah, hi.
That would like to speak with us tonight, you can just say whatever you want into that little silver recorder that I just set down.
Sounds like
Little girl-
hi, yeah.
Little girl or a little kid said hi. Do you get excited when people come here? Did you hear that?
Yeah, what was it?
That sounded like 3 knocks. Or at least 2.
Is it coming from that back corner over there?
It was in the recording, but I don't know where it was
Oh, it was in
coming.
the recorder?
Yeah, that was in the recording.
Okay,
We didn't
hang on.
hear that in real time, I don't think, either.
Hang on.
Do you get excited when people come here?
What was that? Yeah, what was that?
We would have heard that.
That's like clapping almost.
That sounds like clapping or someone knocking. Do you get excited when people come here?
What the? That's like clapping, dude. That's straight up clapping.
Either clapping or
Knocking.
somebody doing what we just did. Maybe they're introducing themselves.
That's good, let's put it back.
What we were doing? Yeah, that's true. I've never had that happen before, honestly. Out of all the times we've done it, you know, we knock and introduce ourselves, but I've never had anyone like knock and be like,
Well, and if you think too, like while we were doing that recording, if we would have heard that knocking noise, we would have responded to it.
that's true.
Because that was very clear. It
And I don't
sounded
remember.
like 2.
I
Wasn't
don't
it
remember
2?
hearing it. Yeah, it was 2. It was 2. I don't remember hearing that in real time.
I don't either.
So, this is something that we've been wanting to do for a while now, Randy and I both. And we've watched some YouTubers do this before and get great results. And it's using just a simple, it looks like it's an antique radio, but it's not. It just looks cool. But basically what we're going to do is this is going to essentially be like a spirit box session, but it's manually. So he's going to like turn the knob back and forth slowly. And it just works like any other spirit box would work. But honestly, to me, it sounds more clear and doesn't have that bullshit running through it the entire time.
Yeah.
So you want to give it a whirl?
Yeah, sure.
Give it a whirl.
All right. If there are any spirits here, I would like you to come through these radio frequencies and try to speak with us, please. And if you can you just please say hello to start off?
What did that say? He says.
It said something raunchy.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. Said hey pussy.
How's it going?
Sounds different in here.
Yeah, I know.
Let me try moving over here a little bit.
Can you tell us where you're at right now?
Say vehicles? This place did have vehicles stored in it.
That's true. Yeah.
This was a storage place for the vehicles.
What vehicle are you in?
Talk.
Yeah, we're wanting you to talk to us. Hi.
Hi. Jerk.
I said, what's your name? I swear it said, what's your name? My name's Tommy. Can you say that name back? Vehicle again, it sounded like.
Yeah, vehicle. Ford.
Ford? Did it really say Ford?
It just said Ford. I keep on hearing vehicle. Action.
Who was the one knocking or clapping earlier? Hello.
Hello.
There we go. There's a hello.
That was a straight up hello. Help.
No way out. Way out. Are you attached to one of these items? Are you stuck?
I heard it, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, another bunch of yes.
Do you need us to help you?
Jeopardy.
Is there any way we can help you?
Almost sounds like it's saying, yeah, beast.
Release.
Release.
Am I even released?
Do you need released from this building? Did it say Ford Bronco?
It did say, it said Ford Bronco.
That was clear.
Our history.
Can you say one of our names back, please? Is there anything else you want to tell us?
Sounded like it said Randy, Tommy.
As loud as you can. I was yelling.
Yeah, somebody was trying to yell.
Leave, I think it said.
Yeah, it did say leave.
If I set our little recorder, will you speak? Will you speak into it for us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear use it?
Use it and yeah.
You want us to use a recorder, then we can. We're gonna stop using this for a second. Can you say goodbye? Just say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye. There you go.
Walking into this location, I was truly amazed by some of the stuff they had in there. I mean, I've seen my fair share of oddity stuff. And of course, not everything in the building was entirely real. I mean, some of the stuff was, created by certain people. But then you also had a lot of stuff in there that was legitimately accurate or from the past. So I knew when we first walked in there that, I felt like we were gonna get something, right? Randy asked for the spirits to give us some sort of sign that they were there. And sure enough, here's a knock or a tap coming from the ceiling. At first we were like, okay, whatever, that's just weird timing. Then Randy asks again, hey, can you give us another sign? Can you give us another knock? And sure enough, boom, there's another one. So that right there just tells me, hey, they want to speak tonight.
So I'd say over 50% of the time when we ask a spirit to give us a response, they usually don't. So when I ask the spirits to knock, I usually ask a second time to see if this is indeed a spirit that we're communicating with. When we receive the second knock, I knew without a doubt in my mind that we were communicating with the spirit at that moment.
Along with that, we were getting some clapping, and that's truly something that's very rare to experience, so that was super exciting to hear. And then we tried out the good old-fashioned radio as a spirit box, and the responses that were coming through were just super, super intelligent and just right on the money.
I literally was telling Tommy that you don't need just a fancy spirit box. You can use a regular radio and just manually go through the stations, and that'll work just as well. For example, we got the response, "Hey pussy," which is something you would never hear on the radio. We were getting a lot of responses indicating they wanted us to use the recorder, so that's exactly what we did, and this is what happened next.
So Randy's he's gonna leave an offering this time because he didn't do that yet. So I'll let him take care of that. Actually, before you start that though, I am gonna set this down. So
Right
we're gonna
down
do
over there.
They told us apparently that they're gonna say something into the recorder. From what we got or gathered from that last spirit box session.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna set the recorder just right here.
Alright. So now I'm going to make my offering to the spirits. Hello, my name is Randy, and I am very truly sorry for what happened to you. And this is my offering. I know it's not much, but it's something. May you rest in peace. And also, I would like to ask if you can tell me who came up and said hi into the recorder.
We were also told that one of those pictures over there was a girl named Reagan, and they said that your mom would really like to hear from you. Is there any way you can let us know that you're still here? Or if anyone else that's around this altar, if you're here with us, please say anything you want into that little recorder I set over here on this glass case.
Are one of your medical photos placed upon this table?
Alright, so I have an idea. To anyone listening, I'm going to turn this down, damn. I'll play a little game if there's anyone listening to me right now. I'm going to point to one of these photos, and when I get to one, I want you to tell me if it's you. Alright, if you're listening. So first off, is this you? This one. This one. This one. Or this last one right here. Or is it one of these ones? These X-ray pictures. Here we go.
Alright, so I have an idea. To anyone listening, I gotta turn this down, damn. I'll play a little game if there's anyone listening to me right now. I'm gonna point to one of these photos, and when I get to one, I want you to tell me if it's you. Alright, if you're listening? So first off, is this you? This one. This one?
What was that?
Sometimes I can hear them right off the bat, sometimes I can't.
This one. This
I'm
one?
here.
Is that what it's saying?
It's either right here or I'm here.
This one. This
Right there.
one?
It does sound like it's saying right here, but it's so freaking faint, dude.
It's very faint.
This one. This one?
Really quiet.
Or is it one of these ones? These X-ray pictures.
What was that?
Oh,
What? What in the hell? Oh.
Or is it one of these ones? These X-ray pictures.
What is that, dude?
That almost sounds like one of us, though. But I don't think it is.
These X-ray pictures.
You know what it almost sounds like is they're about ready to say something and they just like stopped.
Like
they're
they were
like, that's loud.
Or did they say up, as in, because you were pointing like this?
Yeah.
Did they mean like up, like, you know,
Up more? Let me play one more time. I don't know. That's a really weird.
Whatever
It sounds like it's like.
yeah,
like they were
almost
just
like
stopped
they're-
in their tracks of what they were about to say.
Or is it one of these ones? These X-ray pictures.
What? I have no idea, but that is weird. I don't know what this is. We're just pointing. You probably heard it before. Yeah. I don't know what the hell this sound is. So I gotta skip more over towards it. We're asking about the X-ray pictures.
Okay.
You'll hear
Or
it.
is it one of these ones? These X-ray pictures.
What is
Oh.
that?
Yeah.
Is that what it's saying?
That's
Is
what
it
it sounded
saying
to me.
up?
Up.
I'm hearing up, like he was telling you, or go up, you know, because you were going
Or is it
like
one
this.
of these ones?
You were swarming around them.
These X-ray pictures.
Oh, that's, yeah. Very
Up?
Up.
That's a Class A EVP.
That was loud.
Yeah, it was loud, and it's like, were you pointing to one in the bottom, and then maybe it was saying
Like
up?
further.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
So for those of you that were wondering why some of those pictures that we were pointing to were blurred out, these were various pictures of male genitals. Now keep in mind, these were real people back in the day. They were, you know, they're not fake. It's not just some made up man or woman.
Knowing that these were real people, we weren't trying to disrespect them in any way, but they were indeed trying to tell us that they were there, and that was their picture that we were pointing to.
So the fact that we were pointing at these various pictures and a spirit comes through and says, I'm right here, that just shows to me that that specific person is still here in the museum and it's attached to its own photograph, regardless of it being a penis. And then next thing you know, we also get another EVP and it says up. And once again, I think this is another spirit that's attached to one of these photographs, trying to show us or direct us to which photograph is truly them.
So there's Tommy over there pointing at pictures of penises, and I'm over here trying not to lose my composure. But lo and behold, here comes a voice coming through.
So after receiving these two final EVPs in the oddity section, I felt like it was a good time to be like, hey dude, let's hit that paranormal museum. So this is the actual museum part here within the museum slash oddity shop slash mortuary. The mortuary stuff and the paranormal stuff are in this room. And there's a lot of heavy stuff in this room. Lots of oh, as I say that, cat balls went right off on that baby doll right there.
Yeah, you said
lots
of heavy stuff.
Yeah, all the stuff in this room is obviously really old, and there's a lot of stuff that actually has attachments. And one of the biggest ones in here, well, there's two. There's a lot, but the two ones that are really, really usually active, according to the owners, is this doll right here. This is Sarabina. And oh, that was you. I was like, what is that? What was that noise?
The volume's not up on Spirit Talk.
Oh.
It said potential.
Potential?
Yeah, when you were explaining.
So anyways, yeah, this is Sarabina, and she's been featured on the news. Several local news broadcasts, newspapers, social media stories, and has been, it was a main focus on a professional ghost investigation here in Rio Town.
Capo.
The cat one goes off. Thank you. So we got her. She's been kind of passed along over the years, but now she remains here in the museum. A lot of they're crazy.
Wow.
Apparently that's her sister doll right up above her.
Oh.
What?
I just got an orb, literally an orb coming from that ball.
Just shot up from the ball?
No, it like slowly crept out of the ball and down to the floor and disappeared.
No.
Or on here. That's weird. I mean, it's touching that constantly.
Yeah. Thank you for communicating with that. Oh wow, right after that.
Right. So along with that, there's this doll over here is was given by a a Santeria priest from Mexico. Brown hair.
Brown hair.
A lot of these dolls have brown hair.
Yeah.
And he said there's some bad juju attached to this doll over here. It's a voodoo doll, essentially. And then this one right here is from the Civil War era, from 1802. Probably one of the oldest dolls I think I've actually ever seen.
Yeah, that's the oldest one I've ever seen.
There's some stuff attached to this. He said a lady that was using a crystal ball in here, sitting right here, using it. And she looked over and she saw what appeared to be a child. Were you in here when he was telling that?
Yeah, she said it was either a spirit of a little boy or a little girl, because they used to wear like tunics.
Yeah, reflection right where in the glass of the doll case. So that's interesting. And then probably the most darkest thing that's in this room.
I respect you.
That's good, because I respect you.
Thank you.
So behind this curtain is probably the most effed up thing in here. And before we weren't even recording when we first got here, and he was giving us the tour, and kind of showing us around. And Randy said that he got his head touched. And we didn't know it was behind this curtain. And so here it is. This is a legitimate haunted mirror. Portal mirror, to be exact. He said it was taken from this trailer. And apparently the guy, he was claiming that he was concerned. Should we be concerned about this mirror?
Or maybe he was concerned about what was happening to him.
He was claimed to be sexually assaulted by spirits, and it got so bad to the point where he wanted the mirror removed from his house. And when they were moving the mirror out, it shattered. And this is the only remaining, I guess if you want to say, glass shard, which is a good chunk left of that said mirror.
Didn't they have a medium?
Yeah, they said they've had 10 paranormal experts and metaphysical people come in here and do some work with the mirror, and all 10 of them got some weird, bizarre stuff.
It was creating a portal in the house. No. Both of the mirrors were sitting at a 90-degree angle in a corner, so they were facing towards each other, creating this portal for any spirits to come through and to torture this young man.
So with that being said, we'll see if we can get in communication with any of the spirits that are trapped in this room, like possibly like that one right there.
I was gonna say, somebody's eager over there.
And I would really like to get in contact with Sarabina over here. So if there's any spirits in this room, which I know there is, would you like to say anything to us or give us another sign that you're in this room with us? I know you might be a little bit shy or timid, and that's okay.
Attic harbors evil.
What? Attic harbors evil?
Is there an attic here?
I have no idea. But
I would assume there is one.
There's upstairs.
But that's an office up there. That's her office. So I'm just gonna go ahead and right off the bat just do a EVP, because I feel like there's something in here. So once again, if there's anyone in here that would like to make themselves known and talk to us, I just set a little recorder on Sarabina. So if you would like to say anything into that, we should be able to hear your voice. Are you among us right now? To any of the dolls in this room, if there's any spirits attached to these dolls, are you stuck? Can you not get out of them? Could you maybe tell us a story or anything about you that you would like us to know?
Did the person that touched me earlier, was that the same person that tortured this young man in the mirror? I thought I just heard something from in there. Did you hear that?
I might have heard like a whisper.
It was like I don't know, it was a weird noise. It could have been my clothing too.
Well, if there was someone in that little back area where the mirror is, and if you said something, can you say something again for us?
Could have sworn I heard a whisper.
Others.
Others. All right, let's set it right here, I guess. Around this baby casket.
Yes, sir. Set it right there. Alright. I'm gonna walk back over here. Why is there a creek over there?
There might
Like
be
from
10
over in that
spirits in
corner,
here.
yeah. So once again, if there's anyone in here that would like to make themselves known and talk to us, I just set a little recorder on Sarabina. So if you would like to say anything into that, we should be able to hear your voice. To any of the dolls in this room, if there's any spirits attached to these dolls,
The devil is real.
are you stuck? Can you not get out of them? Could you maybe tell us a story or anything about you that you would like us to know? Did the person that touched me earlier, was that the same person that tortured this young man in the mirror? I thought I just heard something from in there. Did you hear that? I might have heard like
I
a
was
whisper.
so
It was like
sick.
or something. I don't know. It was a weird noise. It could have been my clothing too.
What?
Well, if there was someone in that little back area where the mirror is, and if you said something, can you say something again for us?
What were you about to say?
Okay, so it said I was sick. In the recording just now, you were saying, or I was saying, is that the same person that tortured that young man? Then Spirit Talker said I was sick. Do you think that's the spirit saying I was sick, like to that guy?
You're like acting like disgusting.
Yeah,
sick
I was sick.
So we placed that same silver recorder in the room with the mirror behind the curtain over there. All you have to do is just speak into it. I know it might take a lot of energy, but we just want to get some answers from you and get to know you.
Save.
What did it say?
Safe.
Were you using that mirror to get into a person's house and tormenting them?
Maybe now that you closed those curtains, now it's saying we're safe.
That is true. I didn't put that 2 and 2 together on that one.
And that's why they have the curtain up too, is so that people don't feel unsafe in here right off the get-go.
Can you not affect us or harm us if that curtain's closed?
If we don't cast our reflection into that mirror, can you not affect us?
Would you like one of us to go by ourselves into the mirror and pull the curtain closed? Who's the one that's affecting or affected that man in that trailer? What's your name?
Secrets surrounding my death.
Secrets surrounding my death.
What the?
Are you angry?
Did you enjoy making that man suffer?
I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna open up the curtain. Don't jump on me. Alright, here we go.
I'll do a solo session in there after this.
Good. That's what, yeah.
It's me. So we placed that same silver recorder in the room with the mirror behind the curtain over there.
No regrets.
I have no regret. What if he's saying he has no regrets for what he did to that man
That's
in the trailer?
Because I said, did it make you happy?
And he says, I have no regrets. That's fucking weird, dude. Let me start this over, because there was something right at the...
I
right
feel
at
like
the,
it said your name. I'm not going to try to put words
It's me. Alright.
Right there.
That says your name.
It says Tommy.
It says Tommy.
So we
You
placed.
hear it, John? Play it one more time. That's right off the bat.
Alright.
And
So we
I said,
placed.
and it's funny because right at the bat I said that's me, but I was
Yeah.
talking about me with the mailroom, and then it
And
goes,
you stepped into the closet.
and then it says Tommy.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That same silver recorder in the room with the mirror behind the curtain over there. Were you using that mirror to get into a person's house and tormenting them?
Maybe now that you closed those curtains, now it's saying we're safe.
That is true. I didn't put that
What was
two and
that?
two together on that one.
That's why I
Sounded like you said no.
After what was I asking?
After I said maybe we're safe.
Maybe now that you closed those curtains, now it's saying we're safe.
That is true. I didn't put that two and two
What the
together on
hell?
that one.
That's why
It says no.
That was loud, dude.
Yeah, somebody got mad.
Maybe now that you closed those curtains, now it's saying we're safe.
That is true. I didn't put that two and
Dude,
two
that
together
was-
on that one.
That's why they have the curtain up too.
Look at his goosebumps.
So that people don't feel
Holy
unsafe
fucking shit.
right off the get-go.
Can you not affect us or harm us if that curtain's closed?
I'm by your side.
Right when it said that, dude, it was right next to John.
Ourselves
Holy shit.
into the mirror and pull the curtain closed.
What the?
I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna open up the curtain. Don't jump on me.
Neither.
That was something
You're right
before.
there. It's always right at the end, dude.
That was right after you said don't jump on me. It responded back to you.
I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna open up the curtain. Don't jump on me.
I'm not.
Is that really what it said?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Because it's hard because it's right at the end.
I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna open up the curtain. Don't jump on me.
I'm not? Is that what it is?
Sounds like it says I'm not.
You're...
Or
Oh my god, dude. It just literally said mirror. The
no
This is
way.
adding up really weird tonight.
Yeah.
Spirit Talker's spot on. That's fucking weird. Okay, let me play this one more time because I can't make out what it is. Alright, here we go.
I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna open up the curtain. Don't jump on me.
Try not.
Try not?
Try not.
Something not. Play it one more.
I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna open up the curtain. Don't jump on me.
That's probably like, I'll try not.
Yeah. Like,
That's-
you know, like if you were going to say that to somebody, you'd say, try not.
Or was it why not?
Why not?
Say don't jump on me. Why not?
Let me
It
try
could
one
have
more
been.
time.
Was it
Because
why
try
not?
and why are
What the
really similar, so.
I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna open up the curtain. Don't jump on me.
No, I think it's try not.
Yeah, I think it is try not because I could hear the T in the beginning. The try.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So much has been going on. It's little stuff, but it's adding up so creepishly. If that's
It
even
is.
a word. Creepishly. That's a cool word to me, honestly. But
You made it up, man.
Creepishly. There we go. Hashtag creepishly, guys.
Yeah.
But the fact that the one thing weirded me out, the capo hasn't been going off. And then the Spirit Talker says, I'm beside you. And then it goes off right by John.
Yeah.
That happened during that session. And then you're getting, it says mirror on there just recently. I mean, come on, mirror. I want to know who we're speaking to. That's the thing. There's someone talking. There was a few things in there, but who is it? All right, I'm going to set this recorder right back in here where the mirror is. Do you want us to leave this curtain open or do you want us to close it? I'm going to leave it. I'm going to close it. How about that? So we would really like to know.
I'm a woman.
What?
I'm a woman.
I was about to say who you are. Is the person that's attached to this mirror and using it as a portal to torment people. Are you a female?
Lord of Death.
Lord of Death.
I got a question.
What the?
Is the spirit or demon, are you a succubus?
It is weird because it's like, well, like, not right now, but ask them if they got more like creepy or like darker stuff if it was males, like the people that came here and interacted with the mirror,
Mm-hmm.
if it was worse for males or females.
I think it was worse for males, if I remember saying right. But I don't know.
Felt like something fucking touched me on the face, dude.
You jumped real hard.
Yeah, it felt like a bug. Was there a bug?
There's-
Oh, and there's a cat ball going off, dude.
There's nothing on you, though.
Can't breathe.
Can't breathe.
People can't
Breathe
breathe.
over there.
And his wife he had to take the mirror out of here because she had a pain in her chest so bad she couldn't breathe.
Dude, everything is adding up.
And people, when they come in here, they either feel nauseous or feel like they can't breathe.
A lot of
or
emotion
a lot
and
of
emotions.
Wow, dude.
This is heavy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go back in here and open the curtain again. Again, don't jump out and attack me or something. Dude, every time
It's weird looking into
I look in there, dude, it's just weird. And the first thing you see too, is you see Sarabina and all the dolls. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's just
Especially
weird.
Sarabina. She's like the first
Spanish
one.
donkey.
What?
What?
Spanish donkey?
That's gotta be one of the weirdest, randomest responses I've ever seen on Spirit.
Wait, isn't the voodoo doll from Spain?
From Mexico?
I can't remember where he said.
Yeah, from Mexico.
Maybe it's talking about. I mean, it's saying Spanish donkey, but maybe
They could-
maybe it's talking about the person that they intended the voodoo doll for.
That could be. Like I said, there's probably all sorts of spirits talking in here and interacting.
Weren't donkeys imported from like Spain
Yeah.
to South America?
So it does have some relevance, actually.
It
It's not,
does, yeah.
It's not completely random. It sounded random, but
Yeah, it's just being worded such a weird way that we're kind of like caught off guard by it.
So what really made me reach out to the owners of this place was the paranormal museum section. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like my fair share of oddities, but I was like, dude, how often do you see a paranormal museum? I mean, you got Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum in Las Vegas, but, I haven't gotten around to getting over there yet. So when I figured out that there was a paranormal museum literally like 2 hours from where I live, in the state I live in, let alone, I was like, dude, we gotta do this one. When we first walked into that room, I was like, dude, this stuff is heavy, man. I mean, they got mortuary stuff in there. They got caskets that were like literally used from former deceased people. They even had a baby casket. Not only that, you got the haunted dolls, which if you know me already, I love the haunted doll stuff. I collect haunted dolls. And then you have the mirror. A lot of the responses we were getting were directed towards that mirror. Now, Johnny, the owner, gave us a lot of information about the mirror, where it came from and what happened. But at the end of this, I still feel like we didn't truly figure out who is attached to this mirror.
When the owner, Johnny, led us into the mortuary museum, I began to feel really heavy. And as he kept explaining the mirror and what had happened to the young man, the first thing that popped in my head was a succubus or an incubus. And if you've ever heard of these things, they're not good. Upon hearing this and what stories were behind this mirror, I then began to feel something touching me on the top of my head. I looked up in the rafters to see if anything was hanging down to possibly be rubbing my head, and there was nothing there. Investigating many places we're used to being touched, so this didn't really freak me out. Seeing all the items in the museum was incredible.
Overall, I thought the entire investigation was just crazy. It wasn't stuff, falling off the ceiling or knocking off shelves or seeing full-blown apparitions, but I can genuinely say the OTHERSIDE Paranormal and Mortuary Science Museum is most definitely active, and there are stuff truly attached to the items within that building. In this building, you have multiple sections. Actually, in there is a record store and I think maybe 1 or 2 other shops. And then you have the oddity section and then the paranormal / mortuary science museum section. I'm just gonna flat out say that the entire building is legitimately haunted. It doesn't matter where you go in there. I think if we were able to go in the record section, we would have gotten activity. So if you're looking to investigate this location, I highly recommend it. The owners are incredible, the most down-to-earth people I've ever met in the field thus far. As I said before, they just recently opened up this location earlier this year, so it's brand new to the paranormal community. And I'm sure not only myself, but as well as them, would love to see you come out and investigate their place. I will link all their information that you need to know about the Otherside Paranormal and Mortuary Science Museum down below, as well as subscribing to my good old pal Randy's channel, Randy's Real Paranormal. Go subscribe. We're basically like one of the same. Like, just if you're subscribed to me, go subscribe to him.
And if you haven't subscribed to Tommy's channel, then please do, because he's mean mugging me right now.
And with that being said, there's a bug. And with that being said, as usual, I guess this is the part where I get the hell out of here. So, thank you, channel members. I'll put them right here. And ciao.